Coach, you mentioned this last game. The games are close towards the end, and you guys are having a hard time closing. What does this team need to do to be able to close games out on the other side than a loss?
Well, they did everything. Our guys did everything to close that game. They executed beautifully on offense, and they were scrapping and clawing defensively. And give the Lakers credit, give LeBron credit. He made the move at the end and to draw the foul, and shot their 42nd and 43rd free throws of the game, and knocked them down. So give them credit.
You made sure to just kind of note.
Sorry?
You just made sure to note their free throw attempts. Is that? I mean, they obviously are the more physical team, but did you feel like that's what tilted the game?
I might comment on the free throws that they shot, but my mom is here right now, and I want to be on my best behavior, so I'm not going to comment on the 43 free throws to our 16. I'm not going to comment on Steph shooting 3 free throws in 43 minutes. So I'm not going to comment on that.
You mentioned it earlier, but despite the loss, what do you take away from how your team executed or performed, just taking it all the way to double overtime?
Fantastic. Our guys were amazing. They were amazing. The way they battled, the way they competed and stayed in the game and made so many plays. Just felt like we deserved to win that game. The way the guys fought, and there were just so many plays that could have gone either way. Just felt like a game that we deserved to win. But that's. As long as we keep playing, the way we played tonight, then I think we're going to turn this around and have a great season. I really believe that. I love our guys. They're amazing, and they've been through so much this year. And I know who they are. I know how connected they are. I know how much they care about each other and about the game. And we're gonna turn it. Tonight was we didn't get the result, but our guys showed who they are tonight.
Same starting lineup that closed the game last game. What jumped out about the way that group played today?
Well, it gives us a little more size and athleticism across the board, and we're trying to maximize the number of possessions that those guys play together. We're in a position now with Wiggs playing at a high level and J.K. having come around and Klay, Steph. Draymond back after the suspension. We're in a position where we can put those guys on the floor together, and probably our best 5. So we want to maximize the number of possessions they have together.
Trace was initially a DNP, and then you brought him out later in the 4th, I believe it was. What went into your decision to do that?
To take Klay out? Or Trace?
Trace, yes.
Oh, Trace.
He was initially a DNP. And then, so what went into that decision? And also, do you expect he'll be in the rotation going forward?
We just wanted to get his finishing at the rim the way the Lakers were guarding us. We felt like Trace was a good option in that spot, and he played well. He came in, got a couple of buckets, and he's played well for us all year, and he'll continue to get minutes.
You mentioned Draymond just before he was a plus 31. What does having him back just allow? Because before, I think we talked about it last game, Kuminga and Wiggs previously not having played very well together. Draymond comes back and everything's just clicking. What does Draymond specifically unlock for these combinations?
Draymond's one of the great defenders, of all time. So when he's with a group, he automatically connects the group defensively, and he covers up for mistakes, but he's also behind the play talking and communicating. And then on offense, he's another playmaker for us. So Draymond he's a Hall of Fame player for a reason, and he was brilliant tonight.
You almost primarily went with him at center, and obviously started him, closed him at center. I know you have plenty of options at the 5, but do you feel like that can become the identity of this team?
Yeah.
The bulk of the minutes of him just at center.
Yeah. It's just the way the game is played, the scoring that's happening around the league. you know, it's so hard to defend. You have so much space to cover, so many shooters. So Draymond at the 5 with JK and Wiggs, you know, it allows us to cover more ground defensively.
Coach, there was obviously a lot of frustration after this game, a game like this where, you know, the emotions are high. Steph, I think, ripped his jersey after the game. What do you, at this stage of the season, what do you tell your team after a loss like this when you guys have had a season of similar type losses down the stretch?
Exactly what I just told you guys, that we're going to get this turned. I believe in them. You know, we've been through so much this year. But the season's only halfway over. There's a long way to go, and we got a lot of good stuff ahead of us. Thank you.
What do you think ultimately kind of decided this one?
I would probably say, it's a tough question. There are a lot of factors. We just got to limit our fouling, I guess, you know. 43 to 16 free throw discrepancy is not ideal if you want to win, so we just got to limit our fouling and play well offensively. I mean, we had great looks to win the game. I had a few. It just didn't go down.
You guys went with a different starting lineup tonight with Kuminga and Wiggins and Draymond at center. What do you like about how that worked out?
Just a lot of versatility amongst that group, defensively, offensively, and great athletes, shooters. I mean, Draymond was incredible tonight at plus 31, shows his impact, and just a lot of versatility with that unit.
Steve sounded actually pretty optimistic about, you know, where you guys are at, the lineup you used tonight, Draymond being back and playing the way he is. I mean, obviously this game is going to sting, but are you feeling pretty good about where this is trending?
A lot of games have stung this year. We've had a lot of heartbreaking losses. But, I'm going to continue to be optimistic along with Steve, and it's a long season, so we know that we can be even better, and no need to get discouraged with plenty of basketball left.
You mentioned it there, though. You guys do have kind of an abnormal amount of games that have come down to this 1-point losses, even 2 this week. How does that start to wear on you? You know, when you have that many of those type of losses.
Not really, because we know how talented we are as a group and what we're capable of. So, although they suck to lose anytime at a high level, we can learn from it. And like I said before, there's plenty of basketball ahead to right the ship. And we got time, but there needs to be a sense of urgency, obviously. But we're not going to get discouraged. Nice.
Klay, does any part of you appreciate this in a way differently than when you were younger, because you don't know how many more times you and Steph and Dre are going to battle LeBron, with LeBron getting up there in age, and you and Steph into your mid-30s now?
Jeez, I'm still 33. It's young. Whoa. But, yeah. But, oh, yeah. I mean, since it's been since 2015, 9 years. That's incredible. Credit to LeBron for what he's doing at his age. I mean, guy's a freak of nature as far as his ability to just play at this level for so long. Same with Steph. And, when you're younger, you don't really ever think that basketball will stop because it's what you love, it's all you do. But when you do get in your 30s, you realize there's an end point to being an athlete, and knowing that, I am very grateful to step on the floor with those guys and play against LeBron.